So once we get to this position, one of the things we want to focus on so that way Jarvis doesn't just do what we just showed, the hip heist and getting all out. I really want to drive my shoulder into this kind of hip, upper thigh area. I'm really driving down hard. With it now, since in freestyle, people are going to be doing crotch lifts and all that kind of stuff as well, I have to get my hips back, especially once I feel this person go for this crotch lift. If the person's not going for this crotch lift, I mean, I'm really going to drive my shoulder down and drive into this person so I can just walk right over to finish. What ends up happening, once your butt is in the air and you're driving the shoulder down so they can't pop up, then they'll crotch lift, start to lift. So once that happens, they try to start crotch lifting you. You drop your hip, and I take this ankle and I push, and I circle so I can step over this leg, and I keep circling, and I get this arm around. I'll go around his body, pressure in, keep pressuring my hip, and I'll grab a leg, see if I can get some more points, so I can safely get him to turn over. The reason I keep slowly pressuring in is I don't want him to grab a reverse gut, a reverse lock, and take me through.
You grab the reverse gut from there, you might as well go. You might be the Olympic thing right there.
Yeah.
And it's cold.
But still. So ideally, I just want to drive this shoulder down. If I can just jump right over, that'd be my ideal situation. And just drive back into this person. So I switch it to my double and just do a basic cover. But what's going to start happening against a better person, they're going to be trying to reach over, get crotch lifts, and get into this position. And so he keeps trying to turn the corner, which is fine because Jarvis is trying to get in the proper position. So I need to beat this position, and I got to start dropping back and putting my hip back into him. And depending on where this person's leg is, and if they're not letting me go over it, and they're blocking that leg, then I'm going to really split their legs and push this leg this way, and I'm going to push into the other leg and start to cause him to do a split. So that way it just makes him very uncomfortable until that leg lays flat and I can step over it. Does that all make sense? All right, like, why are you looking at me all like that?
You made awkward eye contact.
Well, I'm just talking. Fair enough. All right, and the last little bit of this position I'll show you real quick is what ends up happening sometimes is if you do get to this position or maybe a double, one thing you do want to look, if you want to beat him to this position so he can't split his legs, is you always just hook a leg here. You can always, pretty much no matter what version of that, hook the leg, get your hips down, and so you can cover.
That's what Khabib does.
Khabib does that?
Yeah, he hooks the legs and puts on the
Yeah, he can, I can. So, on two with your partner, 1, 2.